Where my girls at?
Spicey,
Where my girls at?
keep on watching while we keep locked in.
Where my girls at?
You love the slow, it's the ladies' show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls This is the Lady Guru Show.
I'm everywhere in your city comfortably. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm everywhere in your city comfortably. Charlamagne, what's up?
What's up?
Breakfast Club said Natalie Nunn can't come tomorrow. How I can't come tomorrow? I got the hottest show in America. You got a problem with Natalie Nunn? Charlamagne, what's up?
Oh my God!
I'm not even gonna hold y'all. They thought it was a game. They thought it was a game. They thought it was a game! Bro, Charlamagne, the only thing I ask, I don't want to scare you because I know if I do too much, he's gonna be like, she's not coming to me. That's what he said last time when I called him a big inside. I'm gonna tell y'all because the thing is, share it alive. Share it alive if y'all want to know the real. Because right now you're gonna get the real. I'm tired of the thing about it is I'm an executive producer and I am gonna fade to the back sooner than later. And I'm gonna really be that boss ass if whether y'all like it or not. And I just really want people to know, these niggas really flexed on me for years. These niggas really flexed on me for years. All these really flex. Oh, loudmouth, big chin, this, that, and the other. I hide screenshot, text messages, MySpace, back in the day. I'm still here. Hi, it's Natalie. The one you watch every Sunday. The one you talk about every week. I'm coming to your show. Why I can't come to your show? Why you keep telling the Zeus Networks, the publicist at Zeus Network, I can't come up there? It's the #1 show in America right now. How you don't want me to come to your show? Because you talked a lot of this shit. And I don't even see you. I'm at the top of the floor right now. I'm in the penthouse. Where the f*** are you? Just what's up? I'll pull up right now. No makeup on. Don't give a f***. That shit.
So Natalie Nunn was at a lounge or something. She was over the mic and she was like, hey, y'all, Breakfast Club canceled my interview. They told me that I can't come. And she directly said, she specifically said Charlamagne.
Charlamagne!
Cancel her interview.
Can you play the audio?
Let me hear it. I don't
Yeah.
believe this.
I'm everywhere in your city comfortably. Charlamagne, what's up?
What's up?
Breakfast Club said Natalie Nunn can't come tomorrow. How I can't come tomorrow? I got the hottest show in America. You got a problem with Natalie Nunn? Charlamagne, what's up?
Now y'all know stuff like that don't faze me.
Yo.
Natalie Nunn is more than welcome to come to the Breakfast Club. I don't know anything about her being canceled.
Well, I actually asked the producers. They sent an email and said they were in town and wanted to come tomorrow. And our producer says, no, we're not having any guests tomorrow because it's Friday and it's Envy's birthday and they're leaving right after. So I don't know if she...
Oh, they made a request yesterday.
They made a request yesterday, said, we coming tomorrow.
Oh, so she was never on schedule or anything
No, she wasn't on no schedule.
This what happened. Her team went back and told her that they said no, that y'all basically y'all were gonna do an interview with her and y'all canceled it's all for Zeus. It's all for Zeus. So that's why it was 6 people in the lounge because it sounded very empty. It was very echoey. It was bouncing off the walls, and there was only one person what's up? So that was all pre-recorded. I guarantee you, she found a way to do it because K. Michelle just said something about Breakfast Club
Breakfast
or whatever,
Club got
and then now it's a whole viral moment, and so she took that or whatever.
Ninja.
All you gotta do is call Jocelyn. She'll never come up here.
But Natalie, you're more than welcome.
So, gurus, is this the new way to handle business negotiations over IG?
Ever, never, ever. First of all, I don't even like her. Let's start there. I don't like you. I never liked you from Bad Girls Club. I don't like you. I just feel like she sprues negativity. She always has something negative to say. And even if it's something positive, it's still negative.
That's bad. That's bad when you're
That's
positive and
horrible.
still negative.
Even if it's positive, it's still negative. I feel like, of course, clearly she just, me as being a nobody to her will just come off like, oh, she's a nobody. I got more money than you. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Like, you still don't have any morality. You still don't have any, humbleness about yourself at all. So I just feel like with this Zeus Network thing and Bad Girls Club, I feel like it's a waste of people's time having them come out there. What you need to do is be giving these people that came out there to that casting a time of day, because it was a waste of everyone's time, because you already had the girls that y'all selected. So let's talk about that. Like, that's a waste of time. So they didn't need to have you on their show. Okay. If they didn't want you on there, they didn't need to have you on there. That's simple as that. Next, moving on, just like you did to them girls on your casting. Next, moving on.
Can we talk about the loudness and ignorance of the whole thing too? Like, it was almost disgusting.
I know 2 girls that went to that casting, and one of them got into a fight, and she was very, very, very upset because, it was like another girl standing next to her talking, and then she's like, one of the panelists was like, oh, well, start fighting then.
What?
And then one of the other girls just hit her, and then they just started fighting. And then security is like trying to break it up, but they're breaking it up and hitting the girl that I know. Like, why are y'all doing this? Like,
What in the ghetto?
just to not even be on the show, just for clips. That's what they're doing it for.
Yeah, always.
It's sad.
And they're doing it so people can tune in when they originally already had the girls that they wanted, and that's what they went with. So basically, the clips that you're using to gain the traction and the attention is from these girls that came out to the castings. It's like everything is on demon time, and it's just like, calm down, pipe down, chill out. Everything doesn't always have to be about rah rah. Like, you get tired of that. Your high blood pressure, girl, please.
Take a Tylenol out.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, we're not too young to have high blood pressure now. Like,
I know that's right.
I think that they're getting on everybody's nerves. I mean,
no, I don't even watch it. I don't watch it at all.
I can't. It's too much.
Me neither.
Where's the dialogue? I need some dialogue here.
to scroll through social media right now, sometimes you got to take a Tylenol pill to do it.
Literally.
Really draining. And it's like, well, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and then a lot of the times, that's why, especially with this love and hip hop thing too, you know, they stage you, they put you in these scenarios. They call you and say, hey, meet up time 3:00 at Prospect Park. All right, cool. Then they call another girl, meet up 3:00 Prospect Park. Then y'all all meet up 3:00 Prospect Park. Your enemy is there. The other people are there.
Exactly.
You didn't know this was going to go down, and now it's showtime. What you do for that check?
And I was going to say too, and it's like, and it's all for what? You know what I mean?
Right.
For clout, for the shine, for the I can get booked for this and booked for that if I act a fool. But in reality, when you act a fool, the things that you're really going to want to do is going to taint and tarnish what you're really trying to do now moving forward, because you already got a bad light on your name as, being a bad girls club gal.
Yep.
Exactly.
Now, you know what? When you really mad at somebody and you happen to see them and you on stage, you know what I say? Throw the damn microphone at them.
Listen now.
Throw the damn microphone at them.
Oh, God, don't even start about microphones.
Just say that my bad about the first time because I ain't see the clips, and I was trying to figure out why they find somebody when, you know, that's our job to come, like, defend ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say some crazy shit, you gotta defend yourself. But I just seen the clip and that was fucked up. I don't wish nobody life to be, I don't wish nobody to be fired, locked up, in jail, like hurt, dead, none of that. So I can't say I wish that on them, but I'm telling you like this, like, that shit was wrong. Erica Mena was wrong. Erica Mena was wrong. And whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever they got for, you know, you gotta deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Because colorism is real. We do know that. Racism is real. We do know that. You know what I'm saying? Hate is real. We do know that. I got a song called "The Hate Is Real." I'm telling you. We know that. I ain't finna. I was like, nah, I don't like how they just fired her. You know what I'm saying? Like, then y'all put us in them situations. But once I seen it, I was like, oh, yeah, nah, you could have said a billion other things in that. You could have said a billion. Like, I mean, I could have thought of 80 billion. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, we all know about what happened to Erica Mena. Because Erica Mena just got fired for on Love and Hip Hop because she called somebody a monkey, I believe.
I never liked her either. Okay. You got too much emotional baggage going on in the back area right there. You need to go check in and go check that. Okay. You have a lot of childhood trauma that you need to tap in and tune into. And social media, the social world, we don't care. Okay. Because a lot of us, we have gone through it too. But we
all gone through something.
What we gotta do, we gotta check ourselves, right? And we gotta get a therapist and get a this and get a that, right? We don't we don't call people names, or we don't throw stuff at people, or we don't, channel, because first of all, when somebody says something to you, it's up to you to react. And it's up to you to be triggered. It's up to you to, of course, you're gonna take offense to somebody calling you a monkey. You know what I mean? She's a dark-skinned woman. She wears blue hair. That's her trademark. That's what she goes with. That's her thing. I'm Jamaican, so I'm not rooting for her because what she said wasn't cool either. You ain't had to bring up the girl kid, or your kid don't love you. You don't know that.
Yeah, but like Jess Hilarious said, she said, what if it wasn't, a racial slur? What if, Shorty really thought that she looked like a monkey?
Erica Mena fired from Love and Hip Hop for calling Spice a blue monkey after making comments about her son. That's what I mean. Every time they get into it with Erica Mena, they always bring. That's the only thing they can say about her is something about her son. That's what's wrong with her son. It don't matter what's wrong with him. Don't bring him up. Like Spice said, your son don't like you, and I can't call you a monkey. I don't think Erica Mena was using it as a racial slur. Maybe Spice looked like a monkey to her. Tell me Ash don't like me. Whatever the fuck you look like, I'm gonna call you that. And the fact that they filmed it back in the dizzle and it come on now, and then you choose to fire her for the backlash, you're not even protecting your cast, and And then Safari standpoint, who does he defend? Do you defend the mother of your child, your ex-wife? That's still the mother of your child, but then you Jamaican. No sure. Just like the trans woman that came to my show, and I'm like, oh shit, she was by herself. I'm like, oh, what happens when the other trans women find out that you hit it? They might you up. They still mad at me. I don't know. It's like, where do you go? Oh, I love Jess, but I'm also a T. My trans sisters over here is gonna be like, whoa.
That's what I mean. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. Like, let's call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? Us black folk, we already know when you say certain stuff to us, it stems back. So we're always gonna channel that back in our mind. Like, did you really mean that? Or let's play devil's advocate and say, oh, she's just saying that because I'm just ugly.
Why didn't you just say you were ugly?
Exactly. I'm a monkey. Why couldn't it be a gorilla? Why couldn't it be an ape? Why couldn't it be Tarzan or something? Why why couldn't it be Hulk Hogan or something? Why couldn't it be that? Hulk Hogan with a blue wig. Why couldn't it be that?
What you gonna do, brother?
You feel me? Why couldn't it be, Ace Ventura Pet Detective or something with a blue wig? Like, why couldn't it be the mask with a blue wig?
Exactly. I'm sorry, did she forget she has black skin?
No, they don't forget that they don't matter. It's not them.
Exactly.
It's not them. It's not their skin tone.
Exactly. When you caught up in you won't care about nothing else.
Exactly. And especially if she's looking at it like daggers were thrown, so she just throwing them back. She don't care how she throwing them. And I'm not mad at her for that, because when I get mad, I'm gonna say whatever the hell I come to my die, all that stuff. Okay. But do I really mean it? No, but you said stuff to me, so I'm gonna say stuff back. Words hurt. Oh well. You know what I mean?
Right.
But monkey, I don't like that one. I don't like
that.
That
was
by the way, wasn't that something that she said? I heard something about that. That was
she said something about Johnny Blaze. She was calling. She said something about Johnny Blaze too. I don't remember the reference or the words or the term that she used, but when Johnny Blaze used to be on a season, she definitely was, you know, had some choice words for her too.
What you gonna do, brother?
Black up, I want the money like Tata. These differences is not on my roster. We don't mix like Henny and vodka. I be allergic to fun this shit. Don't worry about who I be running with. I got the runners, I'm running this shit. 40 cal, my difference is gonna this shit.
I'm going off, pop on my shit like a gun. Niggas they scared but I'm run. Say you wanna be my man, then you gotta bring it with you when you come. I'm on top of the tier. Niggas is lacking it, I'm steady stacking the plan. What I said, taking a spot to the top.
Stand on your dead. Big shot up. We shoot at you with the chopper. We don't be talking that blah blah. Got on strain of that Zaza. We about to turn the whole city up. Get to the bag in the belly truck. Still keep the 9 milli tuck. Diamonds hitting and we lit it up.
I post love, I get it the most. This ain't OG, I'm smoking your hoe. I seen a savage, I'm dropping the boat. What you thought, cause you already know. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up.
I'm going up. I'm going all the way up. 100 bands back in the cut. You just get what's up. Got your man looking stuck. Told him get rid of that mutt. Come on and fuck the gangster. Show you the gangsters for real. Take it off. Still a pretty bitch. Authentic, no mask, no makeup.
Got in running the Tesla. I take a nap on the way cause I'm extra. Skip her, talk heavy on pressure. She gon' do what I say if I tell him. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm going up, I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up.
What is going on? This is your first time here. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
thanks for having me.
You know, you have done a lot of different things. Just get into what you've done. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean, I do a lot. And you know what? I love doing a lot. I find it fun. You know, first and foremost, I'm a hip hop artist, so I've been making music for a very long time. Like hip hop has been my passion for, you know, as far back as I can think. But then I've been fortunate enough that has rolled over into other things, hosting. I'm the MC for the Harlem Globetrotters. I do a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yes.
I went on my first tour with them last season, which was
Oh,
amazing.
that's dope.
Fun.
Yeah. So that kept me busy. I'm a snowboarder, so I worked with Burton Snowboard, New York ambassador. Yeah, so I'm all over the place. I'm always doing something different. Right now, I'm helping to like produce this like fall festival. Have you ever heard of like the Blaze, or like have you ever seen one of those like pumpkin light up shows where you like walk through?
Okay.
I think yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, so I'm helping to produce one right now. Never have done it before.
Nice. That's
Mind you.
different.
But I'm helping to produce it, and then we're actually gonna have like a live entertainment section, which is my section. So I'm obviously doing that one a little extra TLC. So that's something new for me. So that's actually gonna allow me to bring in other talent as well. So I mean, for me, I just feel like life is all about trying new things, meeting new people, and somehow it all keeps flowing together. So at this point, I'm just enjoying the ride.
Right.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. One of the things that interests me all the time with somebody who does as much things as you do, what always hits me is the fact that the transitioning that you have to do. Like you said that you did something with the Globetrotters, but then you transitioned to do something over here. You know, how nimble do you have to be able to be able to do those different type of things? And those type of things are very different, by the way. A music video, then going to the Harlem Globetrotters, then doing something. How is that?
Yeah, I mean, I always say it's funny because I feel like even when everything feels together is definitely separate. It's almost like going and putting on a different character hat. It's true. Like if I'm in like producer mode, I'm thinking about everything behind the scenes that has nothing pertaining to do with music. Like when I'm with the Globetrotters, like I'm in basketball world, you know, and I'm the announcer for them. And then whenever I'm on stage, like I'm rocking my own music. So it's definitely, you know, a different vibe. I think like the love of entertaining is the core, so it allows me to move around a bit. But for sure, I feel like every day I wake up, I pick out which hat I'm gonna wear for the day, and then I just go with it. I'm like, this is the fit for today.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
You, yes.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So what are you doing with your music? What's your angle there?
It's okay. So I have so much music I'm getting ready to release. I've been holding out because I've just been kind of in the process of putting together this actual project. I feel like I haven't put out a project in a while. So that's what I'm working on right now. I have a new single that's going to be dropping the end of this month called Ball So Hard. I have another singles basically till the rest of the year, and then I'll be dropping my EP in the top of the year. So I'm really excited. The vibe is crazy. The producers are all new producers I started working with. Like, I really just wanted this to be like, okay, this is like a new era of me, and it has to fit musically. So that takes time to figure out, and I feel like that's what I've been doing. And now I'm like, all right, I know what it is that I want to do. So I know
that's great.
And that's vibe, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, putting out a single now is very different from putting out a single. Like it was a you know, order to things, kind of like, you know, and now with social media involved, it's kind of like, you know, like, what do you do now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everybody has to stick to whatever they're doing as far as social media.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. So if you want to find me on social media, Miranda Writes, WRITES. I have a lot of shows coming up. It's funny, we had this whole modeling conversation because I'll actually be performing in Times Square this week for Fashion Week next weekend. Yeah, follow me on socials, getting ready to drop a bunch of music, shows, all of that good stuff. Miranda Writes, WRITES. And thank you, ladies, for allowing me to hop on.
Guys, thank you for being so amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, phone, big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like C. Not afraid to get my finger a little greasy. I never let it fly Macy. Not for Canada, but open up a TD. Too hype when they eat a Zucchi weed. Bitcoin, but I spend like VC. Too stank when I go for them to see me. Just think, can I go for them to be me? In the bank, hand up your phone, beanies. Yeah. All of my print 3D. Selling money better go for reach me. Yeah, you what you need a deep treat. Take him in, I need this. Yeah, me tell her take it easy. Yeah, the farm let me tell you. Take me for fool already. One thing me know me we full our belly. Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like Cindy. Long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. On TV. Know you got bad shit, but you ain't gon' bad shit. But you want me, cause I'm running around in traffic. Did I bring enough cash? Did you shake enough abs for tipping? I don't even need to ask permission. Let me do a little mad decision. Day's edition. Long time saying one yam some. One give me Jimmy no condom. Pull up on me so handsome. It be like leaves like ransom. Skin like B-side bantam. Skin thrown me not random. Skin thrown me not mandom. Keep my face boy drop down. Long time saying want meet me. Summer fly him out, put him on jet. Touchdown, I'ma put him on deck. Yes, I apply for the visa blade. I'ma try to bring your visa back. I'm swimming in money. Why up with I lead the cash? Yeah, long time saying want meet me. Fly him out, put him on PG. Money on me, never decrease. Bread on me, make a phone, big cheese. He greedy, headshot, put him on TV. Yeah. Block get spun like CD.
Listen now.
Go to the damn microphone now.
Oh God, don't even start about microphones. Please.
Yo, let me tell you. 50 Cent, yeah, he's now a suspect in a criminal felony battery report. Power 106 radio host Brianna, or whatever her name is, was the woman hit and she filed a police report Wednesday night. Law enforcement sources tell us they believe 50 threw the mic at his crew in the production area and hit the victim. The
What makes that better?
Yeah, the victim told the cops 50 looked directly at her before throwing the mic. So at least according to her, 50 knew she was there. Brianna went to the hospital and with a laceration to her head.
Oh Lord.
No, you said the right
Yeah.
thing. First of all, why are you throwing anything? Let's start there. If the
Mike at
microphone
that.
doesn't work, I saw another gentleman came and give you a whole nother microphone, right? And when he gave you the microphone, I guess it didn't click in time or it didn't work in time. And then that's when you decided to take your anger out on production. Now, is it a contract that production signs where you abuse them and they can't sue you? Like, let me know, because she was not supposed to be in that area as per the the article. She was not supposed to be a part of that production. She was supposed to be a part of media area. She was never supposed to be there. Now I want to know what still justifies this to make it right, because she was not supposed to be there. You threw the microphone. It could have hit anybody. You don't know. We broke a nose, hit him in the temple, passed out. Who knows? Why are you throwing anything? The only person I found justable to throw anything was Cardi B, because somebody threw ice or whatever it was at her. That could have been acid. That could have been bleach. That could have been poison. That
was deliberate. Like right at her. Anyone watching that video, there's nobody in the way. It was right
anything at you. If it was a person there, I probably would have tossed it at you. Okay.
Exactly. That's an entirely different situation too.
Right.
Yeah. I don't understand. Like, I need these celebrities to be like Beyonce, okay, the classy shade, because I don't know if y'all kept up with her tour, but there's been a lot of like mishaps on the tour, like lights not coming on when it's supposed to, fan and all that stuff.
Saying it on the mic.
Saying about it.
Right,
Exactly.
you know.
Hello. Like, why y'all not doing that? Why we gotta throw the mic? Like, rap about it, okay? The people will get it. Why the violence?
Even if give a look like, bro, what up? Or throw your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. I don't know.
Like, I just don't understand the violence.
Listen, man.
Really angry.
Listen, I'm not mad at 50, man. He just had a flashback. He had a flashback, and when he had the flashback, it was like, he got bad habits, man. Like
you mean to do? You come back? You came back for a final lap to abuse people that's paying their money? Want my money back?
That's horrible.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you came back off 25 years from not doing a concert. Now you came back
right.
Production.
Sabrina Peterson, a former friend of T.I. and Tiny, sued the couple for defamation, right? She had alleged that T.I. had threatened her with a gun after she got into an argument with his assistant. She went on to accuse the couple of assaulting over 100 women who claimed they were also ready to come forward. T.I. and Tiny ended up asking the court to award them back the $165,000 that they spent for this defamation lawsuit because it was dismissed. So how do we feel about this? Are they wrong for coming back for the coins, or are they right?
They all the way 100.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, of course, if the girl was accusing them and she lost and they want their money back, oh, best believe that false accusation, you tarnishing my name, man, on top of it already trying to be tarnished. Like, girl, if you don't go sit down and get away from here, and sue her back, y'all.
Yep. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I'm like, I feel like they played like the way they did it. I mean, I know that court cases take a while because, like I said, I forgot all about this. Can't believe 2 years passed.
I did too.
Yeah. Can't believe 2 years passed. I feel like
exactly.
Me too. But I'm like, I feel like they were smart about it. Whatever they were doing behind the scenes, continuing to collect evidence that there is no evidence, and time passing, this and that, and they hit her right where it hurts. Whenever the time was right.
That's right.
So,
and make sure you run me my coins too.
Yep, run me my coins.
Yeah.
I think
Well, I also feel like too, I mean, we've seen it. Like, sometimes it doesn't end up working out for that person at all, for the celebrities. And it's at the end of the day, it's like when it starts to actually affect your livelihood, like accusations are one thing, but when it starts to roll off where now it's taking money off of your out of your pocket,
don't even have the T.I. and Tiny show no more because of this.
Exactly.
The show is going because of it.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm saying sue them and then sue her again.
Exactly.
And tell
One more
VH1 to
time for
run my
50.
coins too, because I want my
Right.
show back.
That's right. Back pay.
Yeah, that was rough. Hey, look, real quick, because we started so randomly, and Miranda, we don't usually, go to a show like this, by the way. And I don't usually just pick out stories out of the blue, but since this is a crazy episode, hey, I might as well keep it up here.
Right.
I don't know if you guys heard about the California school district that paid out $100,000 to a mom after transitioning daughter without parental consent.
They did
Anybody
what?
hear about that?
I did see that article.
I did
I
not
did
hear
see that
about that.
article. I didn't fully understand a little bit because I guess she's suing the school because I guess that the school made it to where her kid was open to seeing gayness. I don't like saying the word gay because they ban you for every damn thing, child. The other side of the fence, I guess. I don't know what to call it. But so that's what the mom is saying, that you opened up my child to this, you introduced her to it, and did they make her get a transition? Like how did that happen? Like I don't.
Well, it says this. It says the California mother who claims that her daughter was socially transitioned to act as a boy without parental consent, while the school has reached a $100,000 settlement with the California school district.
To act as a boy.
Wait a minute. There's a social transition? That's new. I've never heard that before. This is
California mother who claims that her daughter was socially transitioned. Socially transitioned.
Let me tell you something. They can sue. You better find that gray area and sue these people. Okay. Somebody said when I drank Red Bull, it didn't give me wings, and I'm suing, and that never won. Me won. I drank Red Bulls. I did not gain no wings. Where's my wings? And he won.
Oh, people are not well.
Find a gray area, y'all. Come on now. Find a gray area.
Social transition. How old is this child?
I don't know. Apparently, she must be young enough that the parent
socially transition.
I'm about to sue my job for psychological mental instability because
I'm gonna sue the world.
At this point. At this point, everybody, you get sued.
Exactly.
Everybody.
So everybody out there, obviously, Miranda Wrights is here, and she has experience in being around the entertainment business. So I guess everybody here is informed. Debbie, Ty, you're models yourself. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to open up the conversation to talk about the model business, which is not talked about as often as it used to be. So what's new in the model business?
Well, I'm like, I don't know. I'm always starting. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
No, go ahead.
On toes or anything like that.
Go ahead. I'll hop off you.
Yeah. For me, I've been modeling since 2012. Yeah. So what happened was when I first started modeling in 2012, it wasn't like now because, social media was just starting to come out. The apps and so forth like that. A lot of people wasn't doing that for marketing as much as they're doing it now. So it was just more so word of mouth or being in certain type of a model group with people that you knew that was going to castings. And it's like, oh yeah, we heard about this casting or whatever. Or if you happen to see it on some ad or whatever, scrolling and you see it. But now I feel like then and now is completely different. I feel like when you do runway modeling as well, runway modeling is a little bit difficult versus editorial, because with editorial, you're just taking pictures. And if you do a dope job, then you do a dope job. You know what I mean? And clearly that can take you places. But with runway modeling, you have to fight against wolves. And you gotta be like creme de la creme. You gotta be somewhat of an ass kisser to me. And I ain't that. So the reason why I say that is because when you're doing certain fashion shows and you have 20 designers, 15 designers, 10 designers, and they say, yeah, when you walk for them or they see you walk or they choose you the day of the show, when it's time to walk, oh, we gave someone else your outfit. Oh, we don't want you anymore. We'll come back, just come back. We'll find something else. Just come back. Oh, it's always an excuse for something. And it's like, just tell me from rip that you don't want me or you don't want my look or you don't want whatever. And that was what it was when I was starting and realizing I clearly as of now, I'm not fighting to do none of that. Like you see me, you know how I walk. If you don't want me, move on. I don't got time to be trying to fight other people to try to walk for you. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? So I would say that's a part of it for me for the modeling. And two, they always want fair skin people of color. You got to look exotic. Like you got to have, like for me, I probably got to have red hair or, a pixie cut or something that'll make me stand out versus looking like an everyday girl. Yeah. Because everyone out there is an everyday girl. What makes you stand out? What makes us want to choose you or work with you? Or what makes your features stand out in a way where we're like, yeah, we want to work with her. I know how to walk. So if I start walking, they're like, oh, yes. So, that's a plus for me. But sometimes when they look at me, it's like, next. But I can produce. You know what I mean? Like if you, I can deliver.
All right, Ty. So what is your take on modeling? Because you're already in the business.
I am, and I've been doing it almost as long as Debbie has. I got my start in 2013. I did an editorial shoot for a hair salon. They picked me up at a hair show that I was at as a hair and makeup artist. So I started dibbling and dabbling from there. And looking back at how it was then, all of these years, like I'm like, I was just always like submitting myself to all these things. Anything I saw, like Debbie was saying, see on an ad or like a third party site or something. I submitted myself to everything. Social media was nothing like this. Like I think back to things that I did and I forget that I did them because I don't have any footage. Like I wasn't doing what I'm doing now with it. I was just showing up and doing my job and going about my business. And when I look at it now, I'm like, things have changed drastically. It's all about your influence. Like these brands are hardly looking at talent. They're looking at numbers, which sucks. Like it really sucks. It's horrible. I'm a part of an influencer agency and they're literally like, and this with these huge brands where like y'all don't need any more influence. Y'all already have a name, hire models up for their talent to bring your vision to life. They're not doing that. They're like, okay, well, what can you do for us? And it's like, so it's not really it doesn't seem like a partnership anymore. It's just like, well, what can you do? And I'm just looking at things and I'm like, wow, like you're really like overlooking talent. It sucks. Like again,
yeah. Like I love this conversation. So how do we feel? Because like I feel like now we're in this whole Instagram model era, right? Where everybody is a model. Everybody looks good. And honestly, thanks to all the great things that exist, people can make themselves look good. So, I mean, how does that actually take away from the art form of being a model? Like, how do you even classify that now? Like, what do we think about just like people posing on social media? Like, I think this raises like a bigger question in society of just that need to be always front and center.
Now it's a social media world for social media people. You know what I mean? It was models and actors and stuff like that before, like the Naomi Campbells, the Tyra Banks and stuff. Now it's just, Lori Harvey and Kim Kardashian, and these are regular girls just coming up and just making a name for themselves. And honestly, I'm just like, doing my own thing. I'm freelancing. If something pops, it pops. I would love to work with many other photographers and many other, designers and stuff like that, because I'm just doing it for myself and to what makes me happy. I'm not even looking to make to be big anymore. I'm just doing it because I love it.
You got to keep yourself grounded because too many people are doing it for the opposite reason. I see a lot of my followers, they'll take a long break from social media and like, hey, I just had, I had to clear my mind. This has become overwhelming. And I'm like, that's the problem if you let it get to you like that, where it's like, you have to take a break because you are driven to keep this going for an image. Me, I will come off social media whenever I feel like I'll be off for hours, days. I don't know anything going on. I'm like, I know that's my business, but y'all not about to drive me crazy. If I don't want to be on there, I'm not.
Social media today, right? And the thing
Yeah,
is,
I'm like, I'm going.
too fast. We move too fast, and we want to
Yep.
do too much. And what I've realized is when you really sit down and really collect your thoughts and really look around and be like, damn, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, what is it really benefiting me though? Like, what is it?
Yes.
What is it really? I'm breaking my neck to go this, go that, do this, do that. And like, okay, just to be there and just to say I was there, just to get content, just to. But then it's like when you really look at it, like, did I have to be there? Did I really go there?
I feel like that's a big thing for me now because I feel like when I first started, it was so much about like being in the midst. Like you have to be everywhere. You gotta go, 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 go. And now I really, with everything that I do, I ask myself, why am I doing this?
Hey,
and if I can't think of something that resonates on either a business level or a soul level, I'm not doing it. At the end of the day, too, and I also feel like when it comes to just creatives, it's like people will work us, not want to pay us. It's like you don't show up to your job for free.
I always say that. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't, because people don't respect it as a job. They think it's all fun and games and pictures and videos and stuff. They have no idea.
Well, I think it's because one of the reasons why is because it's cheapened. In other words, you know, modeling and pictures was more valuable, in my opinion, than they are now.
Yeah.
Because everybody is doing so much for nothing.
Yeah.
And so then it's fast paced over here, and if you stay in the thinking of how it was back then, to a degree, you're gonna lose pace with what is actually going on. So it's like some kind of weird type of balance that you have to have with understanding the pace, understanding the value, and in some kind of way balancing that out.
I was watching a L'Oreal commercial last night, and they had a real model and an AI model. It blew my mind. It looked so crazy. It was weird. I was like, there's no way L'Oreal has this on
AI.
I'm like, why is this happening? For makeup, you know, they do makeup, and I'm like,
yeah,
this is where we are for real. Y'all couldn't, or y'all didn't want to hire. Y'all got the money to hire. I don't know what it is. Like, y'all don't want to pay the models, or y'all trying to keep up with what's happening.
They don't want to pay. And then it's like, at this point, I don't even ask for the money. Time for photos, please, and thank you.
Get your stuff.
There's other things that came into the mix in the year of somewhere in the 2000s, where I feel like there's a bunch of middlemen that really, you know, in other words, what I'm saying is that there are people out there, let's just use hip hop for an example. There are people out there that really love hip hop and they really care about the upkeep of hip hop. And then there's other people that really don't care. They're just trying to look for an advantage, or they're just trying to get in the mix and just to know people and you know, and so what I'm saying is that I feel like hip hop is not being addressed the way it should be. And it could be the same way in the model industry. Like these important things, like you have to have a quality model that knows what she's doing in order to get the real thing accomplished that you need. Why are you throwing some whatever model in there when and granted you're making that person look good, but it's cheapening the business.
Exactly, because then you look at it, you're like, oh, okay.
Right, and a real model would have took that and brought that to life and really took it to another level. But they're just happy with that level.
Yeah.
Go with the person that has 120,000 followers, or they want to go with the person that has 500,000 followers versus the person that has maybe 1,000 followers and they could produce and bring that work. And you know what I mean? It's not all about the numbers. People that follow you, that don't mean nothing.
Right, because there's a lot of people that's being followed right now in hip hop, and y'all ain't making no money like that.
What I'm
Let's
saying,
be real.
bro. Sweetie got hella followers, but no one's buying her album, B. Pretty girl. Awesome talent or whatever. No one's buying your albums. Your album flopped, but you got all of these followers, though. Yeah, because people do that's all they want to do is follow.
They want to look at her. Like when people are reposting and putting hard eyes and stuff, they looking at her looks. It's like I don't see people talking about
How you
her
look, your face look good. You're a pretty girl. You know how to dress. Carry yourself well. They want to judge you. They want to look at you to judge you. They don't want to look at you to really know you. They want to look at you to judge you. Oh, I like her, but her attitude stink, or her attitude is just like mine, so we mesh well. That's my I love her.
Yeah. And I feel like that's why I always say, like, it comes back to where do you find the value, right? Because that's the other thing is like, do you find the value in your bank account? Do you find the value in the social likeness? Do you find that, like, because there's different ways that people find value, right? And I think, like, for me, one of the things is just, that's why I do so much, is because it's like, I know that I can put myself in different circles where I don't really even have to be bothered with what everybody else is doing. Because I'm like, you guys can have that. Like, I'm good over here. Like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm working with other companies. Like, so I feel like it really comes down to where you find the value, because depending on where you find that value, that directly links back to what it is you will and will not do.
Have you guys ever seen a bad model and wondered to yourself, what the hell are they doing here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God, I saw this video.
Your walk is terrible. Can I help you, please? I'll show you how to walk now. I've
seen it on the big shows too. It's like,
no,
why y'all?
Like, what are you doing? I'll show you what
that. Like, I'm like, there's too many models, like actual models.
Stiff as hell like this. Why?
Yeah, I don't understand. What is that?
What is that about?
Exactly.
That's so bad from the top down. If you got somebody, that's like a bad rapper on the, putting out a recording. It's like, it's distracting is so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Are you crazy? You're not walking on the runway like this.
Right.
Then somebody get her.
I don't know what it is. It's a lot of things. Like some brands, they're just looking at numbers. Other brands, they're looking at your features.
Yeah, and those brands that do that, a lot of those brands don't know nothing about hip hop. They don't know nothing about the thing, that they're just going off of something that they heard, and they have the money to chase after something that's not really the real thing.
Close out on that. I was just saying this last night, but this is gonna be funny. So 20, 30, 40 years from now, right? The music that we're listening to, yada yada yada, right? This is what we're gonna be reminiscing on when we get 80s, 70s, 60s. That's what we're gonna say. Oh, that was the music of our generation.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
I'm still living in the 90s and early 2000s.
Exactly. I will take that. I'm gonna take that and anything Beyonce puts out.
Like, it's just the whole, you can just tell, like, I always feel like legacy lasts forever. And it's interesting how there's a lot of good albums that came out, right? Like 90s, where it's like everybody knows that song. Everybody knows these records. And it's just like, but it was different. It was a different vibe. It's like, that goes back to, right? The goal is to find something that you enjoy doing in life, and then hopefully make some money off of it. What happens is now is people want to go and do something based off the money they feel like they can get from something. So therefore the intention is not pure from the beginning. So therefore it doesn't matter what's out. And this problem I feel like we see in art, because there's a lot of, I always say, like, and they always say, right, like the best rappers are just on the street somewhere. They're working at the stores. Like, it's the talent is in the culture, but it's like if you're not coming from that, it's just a different. We just dilute things, and it's unfortunate because I feel like it raises a bigger conversation of like, all right, so if it's like this now, what is it going to be like in 5 years? I don't know.
Hey, some of these rappers ain't even on rhythm.
No, I'm like,
On
what?
the one and the two.
You don't even hear your own thing. I hear some stuff. I'm like, y'all don't hear that. That's off. That's wrong. That is wrong.
I swear to God, my flow be like a 101. Nice life, lady, waiting on the day to come. Oh yeah, go we back at it. Yo, blinds, I'm going with different coke habits. The young getting them out in the field, popping them tablets. They eat the pain, counting up this cabbage. Living for the status. Gangsta, hustler, I'm smooth. One time for the players. I know one day gon' play us, so the plan still get money and never change up. Whether broke or rich, we gon' remain us. That's the motto. I know for sipping pain out the bottle. I seen a bigger picture. I'm trying to write me a script, smoking herb in the birds. I'm trying to find me a lift. It ain't your Uber. I go way over the medulla and travel like scanning rumors and shooting like parachuters. They ready, baby. Theme music got me on my this year. Yeah, let's make this clear. Yo, it's VI, double LA. Hit my cell A. If you need a verse that can shake the culture, the end of this quick they hate, because they hate they love us. I'm a bad you mad you got fat while we starved but couldn't have like yo, they upset. Well, I'm in my bag I swear to God, my flow be like a 101. Knife life, litty, waiting on the day to come. Oh yeah, we back at it. Yo, blind, I'm going with different coke habits. It feel like 99, but 92 I'm established. Praying for the day I live lavish until I'm getting at it. Theme music, Village G, buddy 3 times, Strong Island on the scene. I'm a what?
All right. So sex therapist Olivia Bentley takes hands-on approach with her clients by sleeping with them. Cha. My wig itch. They play too much. The Boise, Idaho native said, I've saved marriages, calling her work life-changing. I get physically involved with the majority of the people I see. I think that's a part of the appeal. Gurus, what do you think about women? Is this saving marriages?
Hey, look, we need more people like this woman.
No,
we need more people in that is. She is dedicated to her job.
No.
My wig is, girl.
There's so much. I don't even know what to say because there's so much wrong with this.
So much wrong
on so many levels.
Yeah, she was wild. She's wild.
Crazy.
She got mad bodies on her belt, under her belt. I know.
Exactly.
And getting paid for it.
A lot of bodies.
It is disgusting. It's like there's something off with her. Like it's a psychology thing because
yeah, like why would you want to sleep with someone else's lover? Like this is my husband. Why would you want to sleep with my husband? What is this going to do for us?
Leave that woman alone. She's dedicated to her job.
Yeah, and I'm gonna punch in her mouth as soon as her job is over. Get a smooth bop.
I'm done.
Yeah,
this sounds like a Lifetime movie or something. Now people get really caught up in what they're doing, and they
the perfect therapist.
Yeah, exactly, that's the name of it, girl. You better patent that. I don't know. This is crazy.
I'm sure they already got it because they got the perfect nanny. They got the perfect. They got the perfect whatever. Listen, they got the perfect all of them. Lifetime already got the perfect down pack. Okay,
exactly.
And Vivica Fox is in half of them.
Oh, she really is. I can see her playing a therapist.
Secretary, the perfect babysitter, child.
It's just crazy. Like I mean, of course she's saving marriages because the man is getting pleasure out of 2 women.
Now the question is this helping? Now, after you done slept with them, right? And you were doing a therapy session. All right. By you sleeping with me, how did this help your marriage?
Exactly.
I'm waiting, talking to the mic.
Right.
Because I want to know. I don't know. How did this help your marriage?
Please, somebody make it.
You might as well just cheated. And I gave you permission to do it.
Right. It's a mental thing. It's not real.
No, really.
Not real.
It's this thing.
You know, the thing about it is
exactly what it is.
I'm really what's going on with the wives that are letting this thing happen?
I don't know, because that wouldn't work for me.
That wouldn't work for me.
Not at all.
But
Well, yeah, we're not getting it.
What if now, therapist, I find you more appealing. I don't want to be with my wife anymore.
Exactly.
What do we do now? How do you fix it? Because you started it.
Yep.
This is terrible. Do you marry them? Do you be with them? Are you having menage a trois on y'all sex therapist sessions or something? Like
that's what it has to be. This is
at this point.
This is just the base layer of what's actually going on there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You might as well call this like a therapist for opening up for open relationships or something.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Like introduction to open relationships. Come see me for help.
Exactly. Yeah, people not well.
At all. They're not well at all. I mean, I pray for them though. And I hope you see a therapist.
Exactly, because she needs one.
She needs one.
She needs one.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
It is.
I wonder if something like this could get her license revoked. Because
why are you doing women too, or is it just the men?
I don't know. Probably both. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Why not have all? You already entered the sanctuary.
Yeah, you already opened them up.
Exactly.
Worms.
All right, everybody. This is it's been a good show. You know, for everybody out there, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Everybody, this is the Lady Guru Show, and we are out of here.
Later.